My email address aside, let's see what Bjergsen and Uzi are going to summon up for this third and final game in this 1 versus 1 finale. Bans the same for Bjergsen so far. Uzi copying what he did in game number 2, still respecting the Zoe from game number 1. Now, Bjerg, what's it going to be?
Is he going to ban the... Okay.
Yep, bans embarrassing.
We don't have to wait too long to get these questions answered here. They've been very similar.
All right, Syndra banned out. The Ryze is open now. He had previously been banning Ryze out. Ryze is now available for Bjergsen to pick. Bjergsen can also pick Talia, go for the same strategy he went for last time, but we get to see the Ryze? Yes, we do. Now let's see how Uzi wants to deal with that. Is it going to be Kalista again? He had a good showing on it in game number 1. He had it banned against him in his semifinal against Prey. I'm a predictor, man. I did it.
God!
Put me on the analyst desk.
Captain Flowers from the future here.
Yeah! No, don't put me on the analyst desk. I probably just talked about Starter. Let's not do that. But in this game, Exhaust, Barrier versus Ignite. Uzi might change him at the last second again. We don't know, but Ryze does not have the ability to steal the summoner spell away. So if Uzi wants to go full offense all the way in with those summoners, it could totally work here.
He can. It's just so difficult against Ryze. There's a reason why so many of the mid laners just love this champion so much, even though a lot of the teams weren't able to find victories, and notoriously, Ryze did not have a very good win rate at Worlds. However, in the 1 versus 1, this is where he's going to shine, right? He has the Rune Prison. He can just lock down the Kalista, remove one of her greatest strengths with the mobility, and then Ryze, once he can proc the passive as well, you get your own mobility as well as an extra shield. So this seems like a pretty good matchup here for the Ryze side, but Uzi was already able to take down Bjergsen with the Kalista in game number 1 and able to grind it out till he got a bunch of lifesteal and just control around that mid lane.
I want to see if Bjergsen ends up using the Ryze ultimate to make this happen, because Bjergsen has been part of some of the most iconic Ryze ultimate moments in the North American LCS, and I want to see if he can add another notch to his belt with the All-Stars.
Would you rather have him pull something crazy with Ryze ulting minions and having some weird like double minion wave strategy, pushing in and getting a turret kill or something like that, or would you rather have him go for a kill like we saw with the Tom Kench earlier?
I want that one.
Yeah,
that one has champions killing champions. The first one only has champions killing minions.
That was actually my favorite 1v1 of the entire tournament. The phase rush Tom Kench running halfway across the lane back after he had gotten his ultimate off to get the munch down. Here we go, though. Let's take a look if Uzi's going to be able to control the wave early. He's got the presence in the brush already established.
Yep, he's controlling the side areas. He's got his Howling Abyss strategies on lock, but now we'll have to see if he can manage to defend his title, secure his crown for the 2nd year in a row, or if Bjergsen will manage to snatch it back at the last moment. Bjergsen just hanging out right now. Not wanting to go fight the Kalista mano a mano at level 1. Ryze doesn't have multiple spells to work with at this point. Only has the Overload right now, so not really going to worry about it. Just wants to hang back, not risk the health bar early.
Remember that Uzi runs press the attack here on the Kalista, so you have to really respect the chase down.
Yep.
Once he stacks it up, gets that 3 proc, makes you exposed to extra damage. Well, I guess it doesn't even have to stack it up there. It gets some nice harassment onto Bjergsen, who was just walking too close.
Just a freebie there. Bjergsen will try to farm up as good as he can. He is down in levels right now, so he doesn't want anything to do with going up towards Uzi for a fight. Uzi also having that Ignite. Worth noting that he did not change summoner spells at the end this time like we saw in game number 1. So full offense here on the summoner spells. Bjergsen with Exhaust and Barrier, he'll be having a little bit more defensive capability for himself. Let's see how well he does farming up underneath this turret. It's going to be a bit difficult, I think.
Yeah, let's see. So none of the rain minions right now would die to one shot except this one on the very top. Cannon minion goes without him collecting any gold. So do the melee minions. But he's in there!
No, a turret shot onto Uzi.
Has to worry about the rend.
Very unlucky there. Bjergsen backing himself up. He actually gets the better of that trade thanks to the turret. He has an extra potion as well. Remember, starting off Dorian's Ring versus Dorian's Blade, you have 1 extra pot.
Yeah, and Uzi with a dominating CS lead here, absolutely crushing it. So Bjergsen already in the position where he's going to have to look for a spot in the game to try and get the 1v1 kill. Because Uzi, once again, on the AD carry, he's getting the minion wave control. He has a bunch of lifesteal.
The tables have turned this time, Kobe. Exhaust comes down. Uzi looking to continue this fight. Nope. Just ran.
That's that disengage I was talking about the Ryze can pull off. When you Rune Prison, you proc your passive, you get your own shield and a little bit of speed to walk away. It actually baits out a summoner spell advantage here. So Bjergsen may want to reset and then look for the all-in, or sustain off of the biscuit that has been delivered to him.
Well, he's definitely not playing for the farm victory. 14 to 34. It's just, I mean, we're only 3 minutes into the game, but it's practically a non-viable win condition at this point, unless he can just start zoning Uzi completely away from participating in the game. With low enough HP, he'll have to get back, so let's see what he does come back with. See if he does decide to go for some sort of an all-in. Uzi taking his health back is going to make things worse.
Yeah, there's so much of an advantage to controlling the early waves. Not only can the enemy not fight you in the minions because they'll take extra minion damage, but you get access to these rooms that are going to give you all your mana and health back. So Uzi is able to get off his recall, buys... Never mind, changes his...
Ooh, okay, dagger. Hanging out, waiting for money, waiting for some more money. Okay, long.
Uzi's got plenty of money, dude.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Ready to go. Pointing the spear straight towards Bjergsen. This one's for you.
He's calling his shot on his way back down. He sees the back-to-back championship in his sights right now. 42 CS to his name. And level 6 acquired.
Level 6 acquired, which means 3rd point in Rin.
Yes. That really important power spike.
3-0-3-0, the skill allocation if you're playing Kalista on a 1 versus 1. Not much use in allocating your Ghost or your ulti, considering you don't have a buddy to use them with. So Bjergsen coming back now. Second Dorian's Ring, Ruby Crystal, Fairy Charm. Let's see what he wants to do here. Likely going for that all-in against Uzi.
Prepping him with a little, prepping him with a little poke. Uzi does have plenty of life steal, as we mentioned, now with an extra Doran's blade worth of it. And once again, focus on the minions. Get them pushing in his side.
Once again, focus on the minions. Also, damage coming down onto Uzi here as I take a look at the inventories and see a very similar situation to what we saw in the past with potions. 1 for Uzi, 4 for Bjergsen. So Bjergsen's fine taking some more of these trades. Even if he loses out on them initially, he will heal up. He will be in a better spot at the end of the day, but not if he keeps eating those pierces. Root down. Ooh.
That minion blocked a lot.
Yeah, that minion, that's a hero minion right there. Uzi needs to make sure he's giving that minion a pat on the back at the end of this one.
You can't prep them at all right there.
Nope.
That's what we talked about. The minions, if they've taken any damage like that, are just going to get one shot by the turret. So, once again, going to have a lot of room to work with here for Uzi. Life stealing off the minion wave, and Bjergsen is moving in!
Almost has his summoner spell back up now as well. Bjergsen going to be taken low, goes for the exhaust. Shield also proc, looking to maybe find some more. Taking Uzi very, very low. Pierce blocked by the cannon minion. Bjergsen looking for a little more damage, not quite able to find it.
Okay, this is the last health potion for Bjergsen to drink. Uzi's on a little bit low mana, but he should have enough for another rend onto Bjergsen if they get into a skirmish.
Barrier up for Bjergsen, exhaust nearly back up for Uzi. Bjergsen wanted to go for something here, able to find the root, looking for the overpower, not quite connecting. Likely would have gotten the kill from that.
Incredibly close right there. But that is going to be a reset from Uzi. Goes back to purchase, and Bjergsen doesn't have many options except looking for a minion swapperoo here.
Throw him under the turret.
Is that the ult
Get him
you're
in
looking
there.
for?
If you're no, that's not quite it, but at least he found some way to use it. If you're trying to shove the wave up, why not just teleport the wave under the turret?
I mean, you get a couple extra seconds there, right? Because he moved the minions around, so the turret started killing them quicker before Uzi was quite back. It's a small thing, but definitely there.
I like the Hex Drinker pickup from Uzi here. It's going to give him a lot of extra health against Bjergsen's burst. He knows that he wins this game automatically if it goes to farm. 78 to 53, not even close. Bjergsen has to go for an all-in very soon, and as long as Uzi has the Hex Drinker, it's very difficult for Bjerg to do that properly. Uzi going back for one last shop now, picking up plenty of potions to make sure Bjergsen doesn't manage to out-sustain him.
Uzi's got all the luxuries now. Picking up his fur coat so he can have a nice, easy victory here. Because Bjergsen, he's starting to sweat. As you said, the CS numbers not looking too pretty for him.
Yeah, Bjergsen trying his hardest to keep Uzi away from this wave. He doesn't want to have any of his spells blocked up by these damn minions again. He just wants to get in Uzi's face and apply that signature Ryze damage. Don't know if he'll be able to do it, though. Time is running out. 80 CS for the LPL representative. North America's
Bjergsen's got to be careful here.
Ooh. Okay, Bjergsen going a little bit underneath the turret there. I was going to say North America's favorite only at 71, so still down 10 CS compared to his opponent, and it's going to be even more.
Yeah.
Even the announcer agrees. Blue team is nearly out of minions. Bjergsen is nearly out of time. It's time to go. Do or die.
He's just got to force him into skirmishes here, and hopefully for him, Uzi would take the fight and not focus on any sort of CS.
Bjergsen wants to look for even more, but he's not able to find the damage. And remember, you still got a Hex Drinker to burst through. Uzi's at 90. Bjergsen at 75. Continuing to try to apply the pressure, but Bjergsen's going to be taken low. It's still such a difficult fight for Bjerg to even attempt to go for. Going to get his shield on that one, continuing to farm it up. 82 for Bjerg, 93 for Uzi. We're at the point now where Bjergsen is likely going to be taken down underneath the turret. Ladies and gentlemen, you're back-to-back 1 versus 1 champion, Uzi.
What a magnificent laner. He's got his fan crowd here and everything.
The crowd says it all. The smile on his face says even more. The man came here to win from day number 1, and he deserves his victory here on the final day of All-Star 2017. What a show.
Now he's going to have another trophy to sit next to last year's, and he's going to be looking forward to the 3rd next year. I'm pretty sure that he'll always get voted in as long as he's playing.
As long as he keeps winning like this.
Here's another look, though. He even corners Bjergsen inside the 3 ranged minions. There you go. Bless up. Uzi's able to get the victory once again.
So many LPL fans here in the audience today, ecstatic that Uzi can walk away with the win in this one. We are going to get to see him and his team going into the 5 versus 5 final following this as well. So Uzi could walk away today, Kobe, with a double victory.
Everything seems to be going his way. I mean, the crowd is cheering for him. It feels like it is hometown for him. Yeah. They brought the hometown with them, and he's able to get the first victory. Now, we'll see if this is going to affect the 5-on-5 match as well, because now he's filled with confidence.
Oh,
Notoriously, Uzi, on Summoner's Rift in 5-on-5s, hasn't been able to win a lot of the trophies. However, this could be what changes it all.
This could be what he needs, man. This could be that spark. This could be the lightning that ignites Uzi and gets him going. But to hear more about that 10th series, let's send it down to Shox and the 1v1 champ.
Yes, for sure. And Uzi is here in front of a lot of people in the audience. How does it feel to be crowned the 1v1 champion once again, Uzi?
再一次获得solo 赛冠军，你有什么现在有什么感受？
真的非常的开心，就自己其实真的是没有想过可以再拿到这个比赛的冠军。
I'm just feeling really happy right now. I never imagined I can win this one more time.
Well, it looked like a very tough matchup. Bjergsen is obviously a good opponent. Tell me about that last matchup. Why did you choose to go for the Kalista, and how difficult was that last matchup for you?
那比尔森肯定是个很厉害的对手。想请你问一下，你最后一盘比赛为什么再次选择卡丽斯塔，然后怎么样赢的？
因为我自己是比较喜欢玩 AD 英雄的，然后再加上ban的比较多嘛，然后版本的关系，也就这个英雄可以在前期可以去和 AP 英雄打一下嘛，然后就是其实我也没有试过，就是尝试一下，就其实也是没有办法的。对。
So he's AD. So is he? So I'm a AD carry main, and I play a lot of AD champion. So in the current meta, there are 4 good AD carries, and Kalista is the only one remaining. The rest are all banned. So Kalista is really good early game, and I try to play it out to see how it goes.
Well, logically, you did fantastic. And I do have to ask you, yesterday you told me I wasn't sure what Zoe did, but I still beat her. And then today, you left Zoe open again and then beat Bjergsen with it. Did you have some specific practice before going into this one? Did you find out what Zoe does?
就你昨天打 Zoe 的时候，你有说你不是特别了解 Zoe 的技能，那今天你又放出来了 Zoe， 想问一下，你是找到了克制 Zoe 的办法，你才放出来的吗？
就其实这个英雄就是我是真的不是特别了解到底打谁好打，然后第一盘是试了放了一下，结果我发现好像我不可以赢他，然后就选择后面2场ban掉了。
So he's still not sure how Zoe works. He doesn't know which champion is bad or good against Zoe. But for the first game, he just tried out and he figured that he can beat Zoe, so he banned in the following matches.
All right. Well, you did it here, but this is only half of the work today. You're now the champion in 1v1 once again. That's also for the LPL. And now you're going up against the LMS squad for that 5v5 trophy. So has this victory given you enough confidence to make sure that you can win that next 5v5 as well?
就你现在其实今天工作还没有结束，你现在只赢了前半段，拿了单挑赛冠军。那么接下来你要打5对5了，那想问你有没有信心赢得？会不会这个比赛的冠军给你信心赢得接下来的比赛？
非常有信心了。然后就是因为已经拿到了第一个了，就是第二个也必须拿下。
So I'm really confident at the moment. I already won the first one, and I have to win the second one.
All right, fantastic. One more time for your 1v1 champion and all-star, Uzi! Fantastic stuff here and wonderful victory from Uzi. Back over to you guys at the analyst desk.